There are all different kinds of people in the world we live in. And the manipulative individuals are the worst of them all. Those who use power seeking to manipulate others. Similar to this, some women have a history of using extreme manipulation to get what they want from men. Well, most of the time to take the lead in a relationship and receive all the rewards. Fighting males literally is impossible, but the soft gender is not weak since it has the power of manipulation at its disposal. Women are excellent at emotional control, which is the only way to win a man's heart. Have you ever heard the saying, make sure his wife is on your side if you want a man to do something? Because most men are likely to heed their women's manipulative cries. Watch this video through to the finish to learn how women try to control men if you want to be a man who does not follow the lead of others. We don't want you to be taken advantage of and end up looking foolish. Let's now look at the little tactics women use to control men. The 8th, shedding tears. Not every woman is a manipulator. Although not all tears are crocodile tears, this one is difficult. Nobody enjoys hearing a loved one cry. Women adopt this dishonest technique to appear helpless and frail. They make you feel guilty for things you never done by using their tears against you. She might possibly be sobbing in order to break your heart and influence you to follow her instructions. It is her dysfunctional method of accomplishing things. She might be grinning internally even if you see her crying. Men are socially taught to keep their emotions in check. They don't cry because they lack feelings. Rather, they don't because crying would make them appear weak. Women take advantage of this chance to have males grant their twisted desires. Keep an eye out since she could be pretending to be the victim. 7th, always making comparisons. Men who struggle to thrive in a competitive society should avoid comparison. Unfortunately, a lot of women employ the deceptive tactic of contrasting their partners with other partners in order to achieve what they want. For instance, she might talk about how you arranged a dinner date and someone else's husband gave them a diamond ring on their anniversary. She, however, is unconcerned with your struggle or any of your thoughtful actions. She will ignore all of your wonderful deeds for her when she compares you to other men. You'll begin to distrust other aspects of your life and your self-esteem will begin to decline. Males dislike being compared to other men. Men desire to take care of their ladies and fix things. Why do males even succumb to such trickery? Men detest comparisons, though. They dislike having their challenges, successes, or failings compared to those of others. As a result, when a woman uses comparison to manipulate a man, he begins to feel inferior to her and decides to comply in order to look better. You are to fault if you think that people would criticize you behind your back and consider you to be a selfish husband who was unable to support his wife. Her analogy left you feeling insecure about your abilities to support her. 6th, extraneous compliments. Do you realize how amazing you are, babe? You are so amazing. A sudden rise in compliments is cause for concern. If a lady compliments you for actions that would ordinarily go unnoticed, she is attempting to control you. She will make you feel like the most important person in the world, yet a close observer might find her constant adulation weird. She will flatter you and sugarcoat her demands in order to get what she wants. Such that declining it will make you feel guilty. Giving compliments is a positive action. Men should be shown appreciation, but the way it is done so often suggests a hidden goal. High-value males are very intelligent. When such ladies heap on the compliments and become overly affectionate, they are easily exposed. They have the bravery to inquire as to your precise needs. Number 5. Nicknames. You might be surprised to learn that we have all done this with our parents, siblings, or partners at some point in our lives. One of the filthy tricks women use to influence men is calling each other by their nicknames. They refer to you by amusing or adorable nicknames. The excessive use of phrases like honey and love makes you wonder what she wants in order to finish their main tasks. You'll get sucked into a cute little conversation. You feel like a slave throughout the excessively pleasant period. Because she is appealing to your self-respect and affection in this situation by addressing you by your nickname in an enticing tone, the very thought of saying no makes you sweat with shame. And you find it difficult to decline her request once more. The 4th is avoiding you. Take the case of a man who texts a woman to meet up. She politely declines his offer by claiming to be busy, even if she is not. All she wants is for him to pursue her more. Some women will do anything to get a man's attention. You must have had a woman who didn't answer your calls or texts to try to avoid you. She wants your attention, which is why she requests some space. Not yourself to blame. It's a trap when women present themselves to guys in such a way that you nearly fear losing her and comply with all of her requests in the event that she turns out to be your one and only. If a lady deals you this card, you should get in touch or rethink your choice of a life partner. 3. Pretending to be right all the time. We said it, women are never wrong. Why do some women think they can always be correct while using deceptive tactics to control men? Let's face it, nobody likes being viewed as incorrect. However, it takes a lot of courage to acknowledge you are mistaken. This is lacking in deceptive women. Your relationship is the most unhealthy if a woman does something wrong and insists that she is correct. If she's always right, you must be mistaken all the time. You'll start making excuses for stuff you didn't even do. Either she is coming with childhood baggage that prevents her from acknowledging her mistake out of fear of what will happen next, or she does not want to be devalued in front of you. Knowing that things can go wrong if you are not excellent at handling confrontations can help you recognize her objectives. You back down and succumb to her sly manipulation rather than standing up for yourself. Such a woman will never appreciate your principles or your convictions. She guards her ego well. You need to take action if your woman has used any of these desperate tactics that women employ to control males. If you don't, you'll keep experiencing emotional abuse and confusion. Second, show obedience. Women are incredibly smart. They accept that this is a world dominated by men. Therefore, they take advantage of compliance to make themselves look good in your eyes by abiding by all of your preferences. Sadly, this is the most terrifying method. She may defy your requests. Most men place a high value on their spouse's obedience and submissiveness. Instead of a boss, he wants a wife. Her ability to persuade can be equated with her ability to obey. Tantrum throwing is ranked first. Women are sophisticated beings that relish having raging tempers. Considering their construction. While most women try to hide it, some are powerless and act out. For instance, your wife starts acting strangely after you claimed you were going out with friends. She attempted to make you appear angry to get you to remain. Stay firm and don't let your wife control you. Tantrums are not appropriate in a committed partnership. She will comprehend and alter her conduct if she truly loves you. The partnership shouldn't involve any power struggles. Some ladies have mastered the art of deceit. Women possess the power to make or break a guy. What can you do to prevent falling for this type of woman? Well, be direct, clear, and detailed in your communication. Be straightforward, honest, and most importantly, accept your partner's refusal. Many guys struggle to recognize or acknowledge that they are being manipulated. When it occurs to you, it is not your fault, and there is no way to stop manipulation, regrettably. Because the manipulator is the problem. The manipulator must seek assistance. Make them understand how the manipulation is destroying your relationship if you love them. If the manipulation continues, you shouldn't keep the unhealthy connection going. You'll be able to talk to her about these problems in a manner that is responsible and constructive and increases your bond. Otherwise, don't hesitate to break off of any deceptive relationships you might find yourself in. Don't let it grow into a terrible spiral. Instead, stop it before it starts.